That's a good song, eh?
That's a good song. All right, welcome to the Role Model Podcast.
Are we starting?
Yeah, we're starting it.
I'm not ready. Okay, go then. I don't even give a care.
Yeah, this is a little different. We're not gonna do the whole. Oh, there we go.
Help me out first. No, seriously, come
Said
help
I
me
didn't
out.
wasn't gonna do that.
Seriously,
No,
help me
no,
out.
no.
Help me out.
No. He's a bigger fellow.
Fine, I'll just stay down here.
All right.
Henry, I need help up, for fuck's sakes. I can't. Oh my frig, I'm stuck in the couch.
All right.
Well, for frig's sakes.
In last week's episode of the Role Model Podcast.
I don't even remember uploading one of those.
Yeah. But we talked about
What did you say?
a glorious.
What did you say?
Shut up. Last
We
week in
talked-
the podcast we talked about a glorious
No,
song.
we didn't. We talked about.
We talked about a glorious song, which was about the brilliant game Pokemon Go. But it turns out that even when we followed fair use rules, gave credit, we got shit on. And
By Jim Belushi.
They filed a third-party claim.
Because you know how much money they're going to make off of us?
Yeah, a lot.
Now, think about this. Our revenue, we get I calculated we get about 45 views per episode, all right? Now, seeing as probably about 10 of those are monetized, and you don't even get 1 cent from a monetized video, let's think about how much cash they just fucking raked in, dude. They easily made probably a quarter of a cent.
Yeah.
Like, put that into perspective. You could take a quarter of a cent and do what with it?
But what did they make off the actual video itself? Probably a fair amount.
Well,
Regarding that the video has around, like 10, 13 million views. I guess that's just how the internet works well nowadays.
cringe equals views. You know what we should do? We should make a cringy fucking video. Actually, these are all cringy, so... No, but we should actually just make a really cringy video. We could put, like, Marty getting mad or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that old man.
That old man.
That old man who has muscles.
Yeah.
Jim Belushi.
All right.
Where are we?
We are the very far 3 minutes in.
How are we gonna talk for an hour, dude? I can't even talk for 3 minutes without talking about Jim Belushi. I know who that is.
Jim Belushi. All right. All right, Queso. We have a very interesting show not planned. It's all improv. Because that's who we are.
Improvision, baby.
So, we can't even really get a good start because we didn't even have any comments.
Yeah, we did. We had one from that homosexual guy, Carnage, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys have ever seen him in the comments, just, like, go to his channel and definitely don't dislike his videos and definitely like them and give him lots of views, right? Because, that guy is probably just...
A very hardworking gentleman.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he totally doesn't just talk about stupid stuff for an hour with another shitty human being or anything like that. And have it, not be funny, even though some people watch it. It's not funny, though. I don't know. I don't understand. It's just hefty.
We gotta try and look at the good things in our show. Think of the future.
Okay, but no. Where's
Think
it?
of the Volkswagen Golf we'll be able to buy.
Volkswagen Golf?
Yeah, because we'll have a good, maybe $1,000 one day.
No, we won't.
Pick up a good old used... Well, think of the bicycles we can get.
Who the fuck wants a bicycle these days?
Mm-hmm.
Want like a crack pipe and an old man in your boom.
Well, think of all the crack we can get when we're famous. Yeah. Now that's starting to make you think better. Now talk good about
the crack.
and the other channel. And the other human you work with.
Go to that channel, Carnage, and like and subscribe. And please be sure to make sure that you don't recall that that's me in the video, even though we sound relatively the same. That's definitely not me. I definitely, if I did have that channel, I would definitely upload all the time, and that channel definitely uploads all the time too, though.
Quality content.
You know what's horrible about our lives?
Mm.
That. Look behind you. Not directly. No, Jim.
There's some shitty kitty in the room.
Shitty kitty. Well, we're already.
No. All right. So,
Can you talk about something, please?
if we want to make things interesting, usually we would talk about this later. But since we have nothing else right now, let's move right on into the wonderful ways to kill yourself. And I'm pretty sure since you've done so much pre-thinking that you have many ways to kill yourself.
Let me just step right in. I have things to talk about, gentlemen. One precarious way that I have discovered
To suicide.
to suicide your own soul. I was going to say something, but I couldn't remember the word, so I just said soul. But to remove your soul from this earth, you take your penis and you insert that small little thing in most cases when you're
Most cases.
when you're like me. You take that small little thing and you go to your local mill. You roll into your local mill, right? And you just proceed to fuck one of them wood machines. Like one of them wood chipper machines, alright? You stick your cock in a wood chipper machine and the rest of your body follows suit and you get cock splintered up the fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah, you just you slide your little D in there and you just fuck the whole thing. It's kind of like, okay, if you couldn't afford to go to the mill because you're, like me and a loser, what you want to do is you want to find your local paper shredder. And you take that and you just shove your fucking tiny cock into that paper shredder.
Yeah.
Hear that pussy purr? Talking about my small cock.
Yeah.
So that's the way I would like to finish myself off, would be
That's
to
pretty brutal.
proceed to fuck a paper shredder.
How are you gonna do that? Like, I don't think the paper shredder. It'll probably hurt a little bit, but I don't think it's strong enough to take your whole body in. The wood chipper.
Listen,
yeah,
kiddo.
probably, but the
Have you
paper-
ever heard of bleeding?
You're gonna sit there and bleed out
Okay,
for
listen.
that long.
Listen,
For
listen.
something which will probably stop. by
Listen.
itself.
Listen. The way I see it is that you're horny and want to die. So you have an erection when you're flying into that paper shredder. Right? So all the blood is rushing to your dick. And you proceed to finish yourself off on the paper shredder. And you continue to bleed because you're still horny fucking a paper shredder. Your cock gets ripped straight off your body. And you just bleed out. Let's just think about how good that would feel.
Just think about how nice that would be.
Do you have one, or do I have to keep blocking? Stop,
My way.
Mandy.
Oh,
Loretta.
my wonderful way to off myself.
Suicide yourself.
Would you like to hear this?
All right,
So recently, I've been getting and including tomorrow, I'll be getting into the reverse world of driving. It'll be wonderful. I'm just thinking, day one, I just drive down. Just thinking, shut up.
I got a yawn.
I'm driving down the highway. That's something normal. I swear to God, if you yawn again, I'll have to. Yeah, this is the dead one. But you drive down the highway, and you get a nice straight stretch like the Hungary Hill. Well, that big hill named Gordon, that big boy, he's
that hill
hungry.
is hefty.
So you're going down the hill at about 100 miles an hour, depending on the vehicle and if you can hit it. Like a minivan. Minivans hit 100 miles an hour. And
Who would drive a minivan?
if you're driving a minivan, you're probably gonna want to steer your family into
Straight
a
into a
semi-truck.
river.
And that's what I'm thinking. You're going down this hill at 100 miles an hour, And if you have something faster,
Kobe.
Well then good for you. You can
Kobe.
go.
You
can go more along the lines of 150 miles an hour, which is just wonderful.
Hey, look, a
at that
candy.
time.
I'm taking this, okay?
And then you
Can I take this candy?
Yeah, you can. Then you start to swerve. Then you start to swerve into this bigger truck. I think you're looking for a big Kenworth, a good Peterbilt, big dirty old
Peterbilt.
big dirty old semi truck. Trucker's probably on meth, so he probably won't notice you. You just drive right under him. You're going as fast as you can. And yeah, I think that would probably kill you. Cause why not? That's pretty quick. Into a bigger fellow like that. Who knows? Maybe the guy driving the trucks, his name's Gordon. I just got a message from Horror Movie Dick saying, "Are you done the podcast yet?" He was here about 20 minutes ago. No. Podcast takes a good, a little bit longer than 20 minutes. And we're only 11 minutes in.
No, the 13-minute podcast doesn't take that long.
Yeah, we're done in 2 minutes.
So, on the topic of that ghost, we tried to get him on the show for you guys, I really wanted to see him show up.
Because he's a bigger boy.
He's salty that we ruined his YouTube career. Like, he had a whole, 5 subscribers? Right?
Yeah.
He had a whole 5 subscribers. And he doesn't have that anymore. We are the community, the role model community just destroyed him. He cried.
Yeah.
And he's a big fellow, so you know that he's hefty. Like, he was breathing, like, he was crying. He's like,
I'm a big boy. Like, I'm on the show, and he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, why would you say such a thing? And he's like, you guys destroyed my YouTube career. I was going to be like Jacob Sartorius. I was going to be the next idol, standing with my...
Small dick in his hand.
Small dick in his hand and his big body.
And his tiny wiener.
He's a big boy. But that... But... Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna... I don't know. I forgot it was... Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I got another topic here. We live in a small community. If you haven't watched all the podcasts yet, we live in a small place. Pretty fucking small. It's about 4 grand of people here. Now...
Guaranteed not 4,000 people in this town. Guaranteed
3,000. There's at least... There's 3,000!
Maybe.
Alright, Limley. Shut the fuck up for a minute. Let me spec. So, as I was talking, I was at home, right? And then my mother... I just hear her go, what the fuck? And, my mother doesn't swear that much. She's kind of intimidating, but she don't swear that much. But I come to see what the problem is. And apparently, someone stole one of her plants. What?
What? Who does that?
Who would go out of their way to steal a plant? I don't...
You know what's a great idea?
Stealing plants, apparently.
We steal a plant. Yeah, we go down to the local
garden
castle, wherever we would go. We go into the garden section. Well, the store's closed. We bust into their garden section, take all their plants. They're gonna be devastated.
Yeah,
I bet
we turn a huge profit. It's not like plants just grow on trees or anything. They grow in the ground, kiddos. That's a little bit different. That requires maintenance, and that maintenance is that you have to put water on it once every 2 days.
It's not worth it. You don't.
I don't understand.
But then again,
let's be realistic. Who the fuck actually steals a plant?
But see, you wouldn't get in that much trouble for stealing a plant like that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't make that much. What would you gain from it?
You would have a nice piece of art in your home.
You could go out and just
some nice decor.
Okay, no, but you're not. You could get a plant by stepping outside your door and pulling on a dandelion out of your yard, all right? I'm just saying you don't need to rob people of their plants. Like,
That's pretty rude.
no, I don't care about that. I just think whoever did that has mental deformation. Like, he's probably got some sort of syndrome that he's a little down sometimes, but some sort of syndrome that just makes him DAFT.
Some sort of syndrome.
And like, I'm still fucking like mind boggled. You decided of all places to go to my house where it's kind of strange to just like happen to be there, and then
You're in a fairly nice neighborhood too.
yeah,
like,
like there's no gang activity like in this kiddo's neighborhood. Someone could roll into our studio right now and put a Glock to our heads, and we would just do nothing about it because, you know, we're kiddos and we don't have any Glocks ourselves.
we do
There's
need
a
to get some
hammer
Glocks.
here.
There's a yeah, whatever. We should get some Glocks. I think we need some Glocks up
We
in
could
here.
get some Glocks.
Oh yeah, where are we gonna go to get Glocks in this town? You mentioned it's a small community. You think we have a gun store,
We have a market.
a market?
Yeah, there's black guys here, so we can make a black market. There's about
There's
seven
like four
seven black guys. There's seven
think
seven
so?
black people, not guys. There's 7 black people. Now, these people could easily start a market, and it happens to be all black. Therefore, we have a black market running in our city.
Our city.
Our city, our massive city. That's what's going to boost our economy up to make us millions of people. that black market, they sell crack. They sell Glocks. They sell plants that they stole.
Speaking of crack, tried it the other day. Great time. Loved it. Pretty sure I overdosed. That was a lot of fun. And not only did I overdose, but I tried crack while I was in my swimming pool filled with gasoline.
That would have been fun. How come you didn't invite me
Because I thought you wouldn't want to come.
to smoke crack in a bathtub, or not a bathtub, but a pool full of gasoline? You think I
don't
do?
want to die?
You
Come
don't
on,
think so?
You're living a great life right now. You got 2 jobs, eh?
I just got robbed. I don't
Someone broke onto my lawn.
and stole a plant.
Yes.
I have crippling depression. I need a comfort plant again. That plant was there so I don't go mentally insane. It's starting. It's starting. The plant. I need it. I need this plant. I need this plant. It's like fucking crack, except it's a plant and it gives you fucking hepatitis. I need this plant. I need this fucking plant because I'm fucking insane here. Hey, Keegan's,
Okay,
Keegan's
so-
microphone. Keegan's microphone. Catch.
Come on, don't be.
Don't be taking your microphone to crash into my microphone. I ain't trying to have that. No one's trying to have that. Don't do that with my microphone.
Oh, you hit my phone. Oh, I hate you. You spilled my Rockstar on me. Look at that sexual sound wave.
That's a pretty big sound wave. I bet that just sounds.
Phenomenal. Okay, let's get back into the news.
Yeah.
Dead Silence Podcast.
Getting back into the news.
Advanced Warfare.
Ugh.
Hurry up!
The news. I was watching the news the other day since we brought up the topic of news, and I saw this wonderful thing about furries. These wonderful furries were in this place in Vancouver because there was some sort of celebration.
Celebration for fur?
Yeah. So they're all chilling down here having a phenomenal time. Absolutely phenomenal. Partying. You know how it is. And I see this. I didn't think of anything. I'm like, gross. This is just gross. But then I hear from someone I know that just so happens to live in Vancouver. And he doesn't have cancer.
No, wait, he has cancer.
No, he doesn't have cancer. It's someone else that I know.
Oh, so the one that has cancer is still alive.
We'll call him Dale. No, name is nowhere near Dale.
Dale Henrys?
But this kiddo,
Is he a kiddo or is he an older kiddo?
he's like 19.
He's an older kiddo.
He's an older kiddo. He was messaging me. And since he's older, since he's an older fellow, he's probably trying to do stuff with me. But he's like, there's a bunch of furries outside. I think they're trying to start some sort of movement or aggression because they have signs and they're causing problems. And I'm like, why isn't anything like this on the news? And then
Okay,
and then,
listen. If that came on the news, then I don't. Who would put that on the news?
And then he's like, yeah, that's exactly what he said. He's like, because no one cares about furries. And I'm like, good point.
Good play.
So I'm hoping that I didn't hear anything else about this. I tried to search it up. I couldn't find anything. Maybe he was just saying some shit. But I hope these furries caused some major problems and, like, died. I hope they
It'll be nice.
I hope SWAT just rolled up, shot them, just like...
Okay, you know how AIDS was for the homos?
AIDS was for the homos?
Back in the day? But, so, the homosexuals were getting AIDS, right? Now, we should all start something like that, but it stays in things that only bronies, furries, weebs, and blacks can get. Alright? Now, there are specific blacks that don't need to be dead yet because they have talent in music industry, but the majority of them that make me angry. Oh yes, these talented men. I've gone over the hip hop music once before. I'm gonna do a little recap.
We haven't talked about hip hop music on this show.
But it's just a quick thing. Anyone who, I should say almost anyone right now that's rapping is shit. Now, that's all I gotta say.
You think
so? Yeah, well, Who?
I'm trying to think, and I feel that there's definitely a few rappers that aren't terrible.
Name.
I feel that I don't want to name some of these ones.
Because you're gonna get hurt. Real bad.
Well, I don't know if
Name
I know
the kiddos.
I don't want to
Do it!
I don't want to name the kiddos, but you like that Hobson kiddo.
Yeah, I said almost.
I don't think you hate that futuristic kiddo.
I don't listen to him, but I don't hate him because he is black. Tell me the rest or I drink your cock juice.
Logic isn't bad. I see that's the one where you were gonna like look at me and go, you're just a gross kiddo.
Alright, so the Role Model Podcast has officially been cancelled. Recent unexpected developments had occurred, and my associate, I found out, is mentally retarded. Also homosexual.
Yo Gotti's really good, down in the DM. Future's really good. You like that kiddo?
I don't like Future. I like him because he's horrible.
DJ Khaled's really good these days. Oh, that kiddo's pumping. That bigger kiddo is pumping out some good beats. I got someone telling me that I should probably be done recording the podcast by now, and no, like people always think that this podcast is something we can just wrap up in like 1 hour.
No, I don't think
and that's what sometimes we think too, but we're just
I don't think that, no, I honestly don't think they comprehend how much an hour is, because we'll tell these homosexuals that live in Keegan's house for some reason, because they don't go anywhere else except his house and theirs, and it's mostly his, and they'll leave, right? And we're telling them, don't be here until then, or whatever. Yet they proceed to have mental retardation and show up well before we're done. Like, we'll start at 8 o'clock, let's say. That's when they leave. And we say, it'll take us over an hour to do this, alright? 20 minutes in, they're like, are you done? Because we're coming. I'm like, okay, now, I'm not sure if you know how to tell time, but 8:20, it's not like it's been 12 or 24 hours and 20 minutes, kiddo. It's been 20 minutes. I don't think you comprehend that it's only been 20 fucking minutes since we started. But Regardless, you guys are just too tough and have to just show up or Snapchat or Skype us or such or Fagbook message us. Hey, there's some meth in here.
Fagbook.
Anyway, are you fucking retarded? Like, no offense to you kiddos, because I know maybe some of you watch this. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. You guys are fucking daft sometimes, and I will fuck you with this cup right here.
I have a feeling that Ghost 080 is definitely one of those people.
That goes boy.
I feel that
I feel like
the kid who wears Primitive is probably part of this.
Do you think he watches it though?
No, definitely not.
Why?
He's too big to watch it.
Too big. He's a small boy.
He's too cool to watch it.
There you
He
go.
has a life.
No, he doesn't. He's just gay. Primitive boy.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell him what you said.
Then we're fighting.
Then we're fighting.
I'll fight him. He's on roids, but so am I.
Okay. Okay.
Regardless of what's going down later.
Regardless of the fight that'll happen, I guess if you die in this fight, I'll have to find a new host.
Co-host.
Co-host. That'll be a lot of fun.
And it won't be someone... okay, you have two
What if
options.
it's that Ghost 080?
No, you have two options. You have two ghosts you can choose from. One of them died from cancer. Another one has a YouTube channel named That Ghost.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
No, is that cancer kid gonna be okay though?
Hopefully.
Have you talked to him?
Yeah.
What did it
He had
say?
surgery recently.
Isn't that gay?
He had like some skin resurfacing or some stupid shit like that.
What?
But that's cool, I guess.
What did he say?
He said that he hates you.
I fucking hope so. If you don't hate me by now, then you.
You should have went to go see that kiddo. You could have recorded a podcast with him.
I don't have time for that.
Oh yeah.
I work too hard.
You worked too hard. You were down there for a week not doing anything. Come on now.
You know, I work hard on the streets at night. All right.
In Vancouver, did you work hard on the streets? I bet you made twice as much money down there as what you make up here.
Fucking triple that, bro. They
Yeah.
wouldn't let me on the plane with that much cake.
Oh, you're only No, it's you could. I'm pretty sure.
I
you
know,
could-
it's just a country leaving. I'm not
Yeah.
stupid. That was a joke. I'm kidding. I can't whore myself out when I'm ugly.
I went to go get on the plane today, and I had fat Skrilla, so they wouldn't let me on.
I had
They
fat.
thought I was a drug dealer.
I had fat plastic on me,
fat plastic.
and it didn't help the case that all the bills had coke on them.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Every single one of them registered as cocaine, a 100% cocaine, or 99% cocaine, 1% plastic product.
Do you have a spoon?
I can't afford a spoon.
Can you go get me a spoon
Why?
and a needle?
Oh. I have both of those things. So,
Let's inject some weeds, bro.
we don't have any meth though or heroin because that we can't exactly use that.
We can do
Spoon it.
weed. We can like take that weed, right? Put it on the spoon, eh?
Yeah.
And then you burn it right there, and then you suck up all the smoke and put it in your. Okay, that's how you die, right? There's another way to kill yourself quickly.
Injecting weed.
Injecting weed, bro. You just inject the fumes from the weed. It's
All right, I'm gonna pull.
It's a tutorial. It's definitely quicker, right?
I'm
I'm
sorry,
gonna
but I'm gonna interrupt.
I'm
you.
gonna slap you with my tiny cock.
I'm
you
gonna pull the Josh Coldwell and pause the podcast
I've never paused it.
because I have to go do stuff because you know my problems are more important than this podcast.
You have a
Just
erectile
like how your
dysfunction.
problems are more important than this podcast.
don't-
All right, I'm back from my pausing session. And we are live, back to the Role Model Podcast. Recently, yeah. So the other day I was giving birth, and I was thinking about, how much I want to die at the same time. So I just decided, doctor, I don't want to give birth to this child. And it's like, well, you're already in labor. And I'm just dig a knife in my cunt and just kill it and then kill me. And so now I'm dead. You gotta find a new host. And the Role Model Podcast finally takes off and grows to a major success just for the next episode to come out with a new guest. That next episode will get a crap ton of views. But then you guys will think you're onto something. Come on to the next one, no views. Just because I'm gone. You know.
Ow!
Colin, what are you doing?
Ow!
So, as I'm telling my tragic story, Joshua's being beat up by a cat.
Ah!
Like, and I'm beating up the cat right now. Like,
Break his fucking spine. Like, just stomp him out with your big old boots. Just, ooh, I stepped on this kitten's head.
So, if you don't know me or if you haven't heard me say this before,
Nobody knows you. You're a loser.
I used to run this really shitty Instagram account where I would post a bunch of stupid memes filled with stupid things. And you notice I'm saying stupid.
Stop! Dude,
Because I'm saying
seriously.
stupid. I'm saying stupid because I clearly don't even really care that much about this anymore. It was fun while it lasted. But I got into an argument on some kiddo's photo. They all used the report button pretty hard. Now I no longer exist. My internet fame is gone. And, I guess that's cool. Like, whatever, I guess. That's fun. Sometimes you just gotta, go with what's next and kill yourself.
Hefty
So
Gordon.
So now I spend my days,
Pussy in your lap because you're an
with the
old...
pussy in my lap, meowing at the microphone. Because no one likes him. Yeah, you have no friends. None. Get going.
Why couldn't we name your cat Gordon? Like, come on,
I
dude.
know, we should have been able to
Because
name him
then we have a reason to hate him.
Yeah.
Like,
Gross name.
realistically, if your name is Gordon, you're not the greatest man around. You're the biggest man around, all right? Not the greatest.
You're the biggest, not the greatest. If your name's Harold, well then you're an older gentleman
Older
who
gentleman.
doesn't have very
You're
many
born
friends.
at 72.
Midlife crisis.
Harry!
Don't be beating up the table with the hammer.
Let's-
Come on now. Wow.
I hit the microphone with a hammer.
Is that the microphone?
Why did that? He rolled out the door and opened it.
Good. Get going.
He just stole it your fucking socks and went off. Fuck, I hate your house. This is why I don't like this studio. You got pussy flying around and homosexuals with fucking drugs and muscles coming in.
And dogs.
And puppers.
Yeah, but that's just how it is sometimes.
Ringo, buy me some soundproofing. Buy me some soundproofing, then we'll talk.
Then we'll move it to your house.
Yeah.
Back to your house again.
Infinitely.
Infinitely.
So then it doesn't go. So then there's no. There's go meow, and there's no. And there's no. Roids.
Gross.
Yeah, that's what it's like around here.
So,
And no, Keegan, I'm going outside. We don't have to deal with that, all right? That's all I'm saying.
yeah. So, the summer is coming to an end.
What day is today?
The 29th of August.
Abdul!
It's your birthday soon, Harold.
It was your birthday on Saturday.
Yes. So
You
that's
kiddos wish little faggoty Hargrove a happy birthday in the comments. Nobody say anything. It'll make him fucking sad, dude. Make him kill himself for real. Nobody say that happy birthday to him. Just call him cocksucking good for nothing motherfucking piece of shit.
yeah.
But make sure you use those exact words. Cocksucking good for nothing motherfucking piece of shit.
Exactly.
If
what
you
I
do
was
not do it
thinking.
correctly, then consider your cock paper shredded.
Ah. I've never wanted to kill myself this much. Right now, I'm just thinking
Well, Henrietta,
I think the way to go is just suicide.
well, I gotta get up in the morning. What do you have to do? Shit rat. Do you have a job?
I have to go.
You have to go what? Is that what you had?
Well, I have to go. Do my driver stuff.
Oh, your driver stuff, dude. That must be difficult. How long does that take you? And at what time do you get up?
I don't care. You go to a mill for 8 hours, where you sit there and do nothing. That's exactly
And
what
make
orientate-
paper.
Make plastic.
Plastic. I'm making plastic, dude. What are you doing?
Actually, you're not making plastic. You're making funds into your bank account.
Well, it depends. Can you go AIDS yourself? Oh, I roasted you. No, but let's realistically get into the news. So this homosexual turned 16. Yes, we are those young kiddos that shouldn't be on the internet, and we are edgy, and we honestly should kill ourselves. But that's beside the point. Yeah, so he's gonna go on for his driver's test tomorrow. He's gonna get his L because he's a big man, and once he gets his L, nothing's gonna fucking happen except that he can drive when his parents are in the vehicle. His parent.
And not even my parent, my grandparents. But tomorrow will actually be pretty cool because apparently we're gonna go driving on, like, my step-grandpa, like, he thinks I don't know how to drive, so he's all like, yeah, we're gonna take you, get you the 5-speed standard, gonna teach you how to drive that, we're gonna go cruise around in the forest, mate, we're gonna go on some dangerous roads, you're gonna have a hard time, it's gonna be great. And I'm just like, Papa, I already know how to drive.
Papa Grove, I know how to
Papa Grove,
drive.
I know what I'm doing. And he's just like, no, you don't. And I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I will kind of want to go drive this truck anyway. So whatever, because he just got, like, some new, like, you know, like, some edgy, like, Mazda or something that goes off-road. So I'm going to kill myself.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah. But that's just how it is, I guess. So after many pauses,
A new
we are back.
developments.
And, I guess we have an interesting thing to talk about what just happened.
It was quite the ordeal. I almost stuck a
So
dick inside of a
we took a little
paper shredder.
pausey poo.
Yeah, just a quick breaky poo. It happened to be like half an hour because we had to find out what we were going to talk about. We still didn't find out what we were talking about until this said incident happened. And then once it happened, then we had something to talk about. So we started the podcast right away. And then we started talking about it. And we're talking about it right now. And this is where we got it. I'm talking really fast.
All right. So, me and this other kiddo, Joshua, are sitting here.
Excuse me?
We're browsing the
It's
internet.
it's John.
It's John.
It's John now. Changing it up.
But my grandma rolls up in here, and she's rolling. Rolls up in here.
Rolling.
And not like in a wheelchair rolling, but you know, like G as fuck rolling.
Rolling in like a
So
Bugatti.
so she comes up in here and she's like, "You faggots, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Just doing
My
nothing."
dad actually does that. He'll roll up into my room. Hey, what are you fags doing? I'm like, sweet dad, what are you, fucking gay or something? And then he slaps me.
So my grandma rolls up in here. She has her tablet. And she's like, "I don't know how to send a Facebook request." And I'm like, "Grandma, it's 2016. Facebook's been around for 10 years, and they haven't changed it. You go to the person's profile, you click the little button that says Add Friend, unless there is no Add Friend button, and which there wasn't. And
For some strange
so we were
reason.
sitting here trying to figure this out,
Troubleshooting.
troubleshooting, and going over this. And I'm
Shooting
like,
troubled
you just gotta talk
kids.
to that person on the internet. Find out if they blocked you or canceled your friend request, or if you can, or if they sent you a friend request, you canceled it. Or if one of you guys accidentally blocked
If
you,
somebody fucked up,
But-
basically.
you're just sitting here, and she starts profusely just like getting angry. She's like, "I haven't talked to this person in a long time," getting pissed off. She starts swearing, saying things like "cunt" and "shit" and "piss," and "fuck," and I'm like, "Oh my god, settle down now."
No,
It was getting
this
pretty
is
bad.
the grandmother rolling into.
This is a grandmother.
This isn't just some like
This is
old.
an aggressive woman.
This is she came in and she had, like 1 second away from pulling out her switch and killing both of us, dude.
Both of us dead. Like Josh,
And the
there was one
pussy.
part where Josh was like, "There's only some things you can do." She just pulled out her gun. She's like, "Fuck you, say."
Yeah,
He's
no, but
just
she
like, nothing.
she didn't pull out her gat because she can't. She doesn't have one. She's got a Glock, all right. She doesn't have just a gat. It's a Glock, dude. I know a gat is not a kind of pistol. It's a slang for a pist. But regardless, she had a Glock 18 just ready to spray at my chest. And all I really said to that lady, that kind woman, was, "It's not what else you can do except wait, bro." And she profusely started to unload that Glock into my chest and cock.
So I gotta look for a new host, co-host.
I already recorded this. It's pre-recorded, even though I didn't know it was gonna happen. I already died.
Yeah. If you're hearing this, he's dead.
I was a kiss goodbye because I'm fucking dead.
All right. Getting into the things that bother us.
Oh, what? We haven't even talked about these yet?
No.
Gosh darn it, Daniel.
Gosh darn it, Daniel.
So,
So-
pussy, pussy, pussy. Can't
I'm
you
thinking.
see?
I don't exactly have one,
I don't exactly have a life, but we all have to think of things.
but I know that I have to press this pause button again and go do something
Loretta.
because that's just how it is. So, into ways
To make you mad.
to make you mad
Because you said the wrong thing, eh?
again.
I Quinn.
I think I'm gonna make some changes and start becoming a smarter person. But my thing that pisses me off is when people. This is actually more of a serious one, but we haven't had one of these for. When people try
Are
to defend,
alive.
that too. But when people try to defend someone in an argument that don't have any idea what the argument is about. So I have a little bit of.
Let's keep their names confidential though. Like let's have these names be.
Oh no! There doesn't even matter. So this also leads into the how my Instagram account got deleted story,
Yeah.
which
yeah,
I will tell.
Yeah.
So last, I'd say a good 3 days ago, one of my friends that jerks off to primitive products
Okay.
decided, hey, let's go hang out with this person that I haven't seen in a very long time. And I'm like, okay, whatever. There's nothing else to do. He's like, this person's pretty cool. And you know,
You know.
whatever. But
Carry on with your life.
we went to meet with this kiddo, and this
This
person,
This male or female kiddo?
female character,
Female
yeah.
kiddo.
This female character
Kiddo.
and greasy fellow by that, which I also want to add.
Like,
We
if you
cool.
had to rate it on a scale of like,
are not a very good looking human.
I'm talking like the bottom of the scale being like Gordon, and the top being someone hot named Gordon.
Okay, so someone named Gordon. Yeah, someone named Gordon. Primitive guy was all like, "Oh, this person's really cool, and she smokes weed, stuff like that."
No way, dude, the drugaholic.
So we had to go hang out with this person in the local campsite area, and Cole hands her the marijuana drugs, and she loads herself the smallest bong toke ever. She takes this, and she gets like retarded high. She goes into a next level of like just shitty,
Like she was like doing acid, but it
yeah,
was just
something
like
that no one wants. It's called greening out for those that don't know. She's all like, "Oh, is this weed laced?" Stuff like that. And this is weed that we were also consuming, and
we were also consuming this marijuana.
I did not think that was that full. Oh,
Sweet.
so I just threw a Rockstar that was half, or like, you know, like a good 10, or you know, a good
What measurements are you gonna use? A good half cat.
a good 16th full, a good 1/16 full, and
Because you can't say also.
also
Also,
I decided to throw it at this other Joshua kiddo, and it
also in the news.
landed all over the place. So it was brushing off my mic stand, threw the mic stand across the room. This is just going to hell.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
okay, continue on with my story. We were. Oh!
What's that second laugh?
Alright! We were in the
Stop
7-Eleven.
stalling, kiddo.
We were in the 7-Eleven, and this person was, you know,
Dead.
freaking out.
DED.
Pretty close to dead. So, she went with her grandma back to
What?
Prince Rupert or some shit. I don't know. But
Hey, Granny, I'm
I
fucked up on
basically-
drugs. Come pick me up.
on their way, she threw up, because that's what you do when you green out. Went through this. It's terrible. And, like, threw up all over herself in the car, which I find pretty funny. But
Stupid hoe.
she told her grandma that she thought she had laced weed. Her grandma phoned up Primitive Fag. She was screaming at him, saying like, "Oh my God, she's gonna die! We're taking her to the hospital. We phoned the cops." Stuff like that. It got really chaotic real quick, and we're just like, "What the hell?" But they obviously didn't phone the cops. But a few days go past, and I decide I'm gonna find this bitch. I tracked this bitch down on Instagram. I didn't use my personal account. I decided to use the meme account to protect my identity. So I commented on her photo saying that she was, not a very good looking woman. And that she should probably, suicide herself. Like, I don't think I probably should have not have said what I said. That was
Should have not have said what I said.
But
too bad that
here
bitch is dead.
her friends come in before she does, and her friends come in.
Her friendos.
And
are they
all
feminine
like,
friendos or are they masculine feminine?
They're really preppy, just basic, just
Oh,
piece of shit
basic.
friends. So they come in on this conversation and they're like, "Who the hell do you think you are telling this beautiful lad to kill herself?" And I'm like, "Come on now.
Come on now, kiddos.
Don't even
lie.
be saying that." And then there's people like, "You're such a pussy hiding behind a screen. Grow up." And I'm like, if I don't need no screen, if I see this bitch again, I'll clearly tell her to kill herself. But moving on, there's her one friend that was
We should just get a group of people that we know, and we should go and we should tell them you meet up with a group of people that you know, and us, and then we'll throw down.
We'll just spar.
This is a spare.
But
That would be fun, like an actual just gang war, just like
Gang war.
fists, just beating
Just
the shit
running
out-
in, just,
like just
flying in.
grabbing this like feminine human, just
Beating
cracking
it.
her across the face.
Oh,
Like I
that'd
don't
be-
care if they're all female, if they're coming after me, I'll kick them in the cunt.
That'd be a phenomenal time.
Phenomenal.
But anyway, continuing on the story.
I would not beat a woman unless she started it, because if she did, I would fucking knock her fucking head off.
I actually started to talk to the person herself in the direct message, in the DM. And she totally like found out who I was. She's
Good.
like, she's like, "You're
You
a loser."
kiddo.
And I started talking to her. I'm like, "Yeah, I know what you went through. Maybe you should like message Primitive Fag." We started talking or whatever, and so I guess sorted things out. But her
friendos.
I messaged her friend after. And I'm like, just to let you know, cleared things up with the skank.
The skunk.
But I really dislike you, and I hope you get into a fatal car crash. And then
Tomorrow.
we had a good argument for a little while. And there was like a good 3 kiddos that were on defending her, calling me down, and I'm like, come on now. And not only did they say mean things to me, which I said very mean things back. Like I went really hard on them. Like
That reminds me of another time that me, you, and
Yeah.
one other friendo went hard on some.
But
hoe.
I'm like saying this chick had like an Arab name, so I definitely made lots of Arab jokes.
Abdul,
Yeah. And,
Jabbar,
and yeah, I'm like nice pack about stuff like that.
bro.
This not only did they say disrespectful things, but they used the report button a lot. And regards to them using the report button a lot, it just so happens that I violated Instagram's terms again.
Wait. Regards of them using the report button a lot? That don't make no sense.
I know that's like supposed to mean like completely mean. a
You were
different thing. Okay, so
results.
yeah, the result of them using this button means that I violated Instagram's terms of service again. Again, I notify how I say again.
Yeah.
And no longer have an Instagram account.
Well, you
I don't know.
technically have 2 still. 3.
Yeah.
4. You have 4 actually.
Yeah. See, I don't know if I'm gonna try and continue this. I don't know if I'm gonna try and like reach out, get some people to help me like get to where I was, or I don't know. I'm highly considering just saying fuck it. It was fun while it lasted. That's probably what I'll do.
Jamar Labar.
But-
SARS.
So, but it kind of bothers me when these people had no idea what was going on. Like in the position that we were in, we didn't do anything, and we had the threat of like having the cops phoned on us. No one wants that.
Oh, no way. You're gonna call the cops, eh? What are they gonna do?
Exactly, that's kind of what we were thinking about. And I knew they didn't phone the cops anyway. Like, I'm like, so you apparently phoned the cops. And they're like, we didn't phone the cops. And I'm like, I know, that's why I said apparently. Like, it's not very hard to tell.
The cops will be here if you phone them.
Well, I don't think they'd necessarily be here, because they probably wouldn't care.
the
But
cops are like, no way, you got called a loser online? I'll say it to your face, bitch. Loser? Who calls the cops, dude? No, but why does, like, cyberbullying isn't a thing?
yeah, I know, it's pretty gross, isn't it?
No,
But
it's not a thing, though.
Okay, so what is your way
Delete you what?
what is your way to off yourself? Have you been even thinking about this?
No, but I already said my way to off myself, you stupid bastard.
What? No, you didn't.
You ever heard of a paper shredder and a cock?
Oh.
Idiot.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm sorry
things that anger me, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, oh!
You're so stupid.
I'm so stupid. Okay,
Alright.
have you said what is your thing that bothers you this week?
Well, you gave me an idea because some kiddos, take things, especially on the internet, way too seriously. Like, I'll see shit that, like, offends me because they're being offended, alright? Like, fuck, there's one specific thing. I was watching this stupid, like, meme thing, and then, someone was like, like, there's, like, tons of stuff that was just, like, offensive and funny, whatever, and person, like, specifically put, like, a time in this video, and it's like, you really shouldn't joke about that, and I'm like, okay, well, let's just break this situation down. It was something that everyone has joked about, or if they haven't, then they shouldn't be alive. Like, it was like something so basic, like 9/11 or Harambe.
Oh
or
yeah,
something gay like that.
going back, one of the things that they said, she's like telling people to hang themselves isn't funny. It's like, I find it extremely offensive. I'm like,
It's funny.
I'm like, it's 2016. Telling someone to kill themselves is literally like saying hello. Like, that's just how messed up our world is. Like, you actually, like, telling someone to kill themselves these days is not that
Okay,
bad
no, but
at
there's
all.
like, it's weird though. There's like,
And she pulled the whole, what if she actually did it?
And then it's like, well, I just got my wish granted, bro. Like, my birthday was a couple days ago. Sweet. No, but, like, there's no, like, middle, right? There's no middle ground now, though. There's, like, people who are like, oh, that was hilarious, dude. That bitch should kill herself. Drink some bleach. And there's like, you can't joke about that. That's very dangerous. You could go to jail. They could actually do
And
it.
then she pulled the whole, and then she's like, I find that offensive because my dad killed himself, or hung himself, and
It's like, I know why he hung himself.
and
You get
I'm
offended
just-
by suicide
and
jokes.
I'm just like, when was this? And she's like, and this is like, actually funny because guess what she said? 15 years ago. Guess what year 15 years ago was?
2001.
And she's Arab. So I'm pretty sure her father hung himself, didn't fly into a couple buildings.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Don't even worry about that.
No, here's actually what the real story is. Her father was the one plane who was unsuccessful. He was the flyer of the plane that went into the ground. So she's embarrassed about that.
He
to
gets
all
back
us,
home.
So she's just like, he hung himself.
he gets back home. They're like, honey, what are you doing home? Did you get sick at work? And it's like, no, I failed. And he just, like, proceeds to walk into his closet, grab his shitty, like, turka, and just, like, wraps it around his neck and puts it on the thing and hangs himself. Like, 15 years ago, like, how old are you, right? She can't, okay, how old do you think she was?
Well, she was calling me a kid and stuff like that, and she says she lives on her own and has a job.
Okay, so she's what?
Probably
Around
18.
Yeah, around 18 to 20. Okay, so what? You were 5 or 3 when this happened? Like, yeah, I get that's kind of sad, bro. But get over it.
Get over
It's been a couple years.
You probably don't even remember the fucking guy.
Yeah, he was probably like, oh, you disgust me. Like, you being alive disgusts me. I hope you see this. And I hope that there is a place in the ground that dogs love to shit on. Because that's where you're going, ho.
Oh.
I don't even know you, but fuck you, you stupid bitch. Suicide jokes aren't funny, kiddos.
So basically, my thing is, people that
No, but
don't know what they're talking
suicide
about.
jokes aren't funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me to kill myself.
Kill yourself.
What if I did it? How would you feel if I actually went and did it?
Then that would be on you.
I have crippling depression, and that just sent me over the edge. Now let's break that down for a minute. The one person telling you to off yourself pushes you over the edge. Like,
you actually do it.
you are mentally unstable and shouldn't have been alive in the first place. Like, you should have already been dead. If you legitimately, one person says, you need to kill yourself, and you do it,
Like, come on.
like,
Wow.
I got pussy in my lap again. Anyway, what? It's like those things that's like, if someone told you to do this, would you actually do it? Like,
Oh, you sound like one of those people.
yeah.
Well, why'd you bully Kevin? Why'd you punch Kevin? Because Ron told me to.
It's like, well, if Ron
jumped
tells
off the bridge, would you?
no,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. If
Kind of my idol.
But, like, you know, if I told Keegan to go kill himself, or if I told the average person to go kill himself, yeah, they might be a little cranky with me, and I might get punched because, you know, kiddos are a little salty, but do you think this person's just gonna, like, get up and be like, oh, yes, I have a reason now, and actually does it? Like, that's gonna be the tipping point? Like, before, you're like, okay, well, my life kind of sucks, but as long as no one says, kill yourself to me today, I'll be perfectly fine. One person slips the word in. Like, you just hear the word Clorox bleach in a sentence, and you're just like, he said it! He said it! I can do it now! Like, why? If you're gonna kill yourself, just fucking do it.
And
If you're not gonna kill yourself, then don't
and do it in
fucking
an
kill
interesting
yourself.
way, like what we have mentioned before on this podcast with our many.
Stick
interesting
your
ways.
fucking clit in a paper shredder and go for it, bitch.
Oh,
Oh, how far in are we? Because we've been talking about these crazy hoes all the
56
day.
minutes.
All the
You know,
day.
okay, we have lots of we have ways for men to kill themselves in specific. We need to get some ways for women to kill themselves in specific. Like, you know,
All right.
Let's drilling your cunt.
Let's get in depth on this project we've just undertaken there. Now, women are a little different. What you want to do is, when you get that time of the month again, you take said tampon and you fill it with cyanide and you stick it right up your fucking pussy and proceed to suck that cyanide into your system and die. That's one way for you to do it. Another way would have... What the fuck is that cat doing trying to attack his tail? He's retarded, dude. He's retarded.
Yeah.
Cat is Down syndrome. Anyway, like, there's so many ways. You could take, like, I don't know. Your turn. I'm thinking here.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'm thinking, okay, you know what, you're going for a run. You're going for just a lovely little stroll. And some guy rolls up. Hey,
How's
how's it going?
it
there?"
going, Holmes?
And you're just like, oh my god, here's how I do it. And you're just like, you just start flirting with this old man.
Okay, you're gonna look at the microphone maybe? Because look at that sound wave, how fucking low that is.
Oh, well, I have mental disabilities, but this, you're walking down the road, and this gentleman pulls up in his car,
His
and he's like,
6'4" Impala.
and he's like, you like to party? And you're just like, hell yeah! So you get into this gentleman's car, you drive down the highway. It turns out that you're not going to no party. You're going to some dirty old shack out in the middle of the bush. And this dirty old shack just so happens to be where he takes pictures of you in some dresses and then, you know, like chops off every part of your body. And just like, it's a really brutal way. It's not really killing yourself. It's getting someone to kill you. Like, you just go like, hey, you go up to a serial killer like, yo, I don't want to live. And they're just like, aight.
Yo, I'm a whore. I'm not a virgin. And you're dead.
Yeah. Like, oh. Those are
Horror
some wonderful
movie
ways.
dick would know what I'm
So-
talking about right now.
last story of the podcast. This story's so phenomenal. I think I should save it for the next podcast.
How phenomenal is the story? Will I get?
It's straight up, legitimately. I saw a pedophile in real life.
Will
and
I
he
get
was
an
talking to
erection?
me. Yeah.
Like, will this,
Maybe I should just talk about this in the next episode.
like,
right
will
at the
my
beginning.
microphone hear a ding? All right, like it's just like
Ding.
Like-
But so
that's my dick hit. That's
I'm
basically
gonna
like-
try and hype up the next podcast a little bit. If you're listening to the end of this,
West Coast.
the next podcast will have a wonderful pedophile story in it. I might even do this in a separate video, the pedophile experience. But anyway, you kiddos have fun. This has been the Role Model Podcast.
Wait, don't end it yet. I want